hate to say it, but it's over. It was fun while it lasted, but the short squeeze of GameStop is over, and it went as high as it's ever gonna get, and now it's trading around in the $90 range. It's down 80% from the highs that it reached like a week ago. And hope you made your money. And some of us probably lost a lot of money, but that's okay. Live and learn. Time to move on. And just realize that, it was good while it lasted, and it's over now. The GameStop saga has been a lot of fun, and it's been really interesting getting like everybody involved and everybody paying attention to the stock market and Reddit and Wall Street bets. It all started, the GameStop saga started with this guy called DFB, and he's been posting on Reddit for like a year, and he's been posting his GameStop positions. And his first post, he had about $100,000 on GameStop. All of it $8 calls. And he's been investing in GameStop ever since and posting like regular updates. This DFB guy, he's been talking about how many shares are being shorted, and like they got a new CEO, and then the PlayStation 5's coming out. So there's all these catalysts on why it should go up. And there's all these, like 140% of the shares are being shorted. So that creates a short squeeze, and that's kind of been his play. Then Reddit kind of picked up on this. I think Jim Cramer said something about how Wall Street bets, if they came together, they'd create like a really powerful, like a hedge fund, and they don't appreciate how much power they have in the market. Then this whole meme started with GME, and GameStop has taken off since then. GameStop was trading around $40 or $50 this past year, but it reached a high of $467 on the 27th. And that's when this all went viral. And our DFB friend, he went and he took his GameStop position from that $100,000 a year ago all the way up to $48 million. He posted this on January 27th. So we have a total gain of about $33 million on 50,000 shares of GameStop and 500 calls expiring in April at $12, with $13 million sitting in cash. Now that I'm recording this on February 3rd, GameStop is falling down to $92, and it doesn't look like it's gonna go climbing back anytime soon. It's down 80% from its high. Our Reddit friend Deep Value, he has a position of about $8.5 million in GME still, but he's still up like $7.8 million. That's what's he got there, 1,000%, 10 times on his money. Then like the internet celebrity guy, day trader, gambler guy, Dave Portnoy, he got involved. He put a whole bunch of money into GameStop and AMC, and he said he lost $700,000. But then just now on Fox Business, he reported that he reinvested another $700,000 into AMC, thinking that's gonna go back up for whatever reason. Here's the chart of GME. We had that high of 460, and now it's trading at $92. And that's a pretty big decline, but that's not the full picture. We kind of have to zoom out a little bit on this to see what's really going on. If we just zoom out to the 1 month chart, we can see that nothing was going on. It was trading at about $20 a month ago. This is just the 1 month chart. And then we had this big spike. Let's zoom out to the 3 month chart. Still nothing, it was flat. It's trading like $11. And you zoom out 6 months, a year. Let's look at 5 years. We go out 5 years and we see this ginormous spike. What is that? From 5 years ago, that's 950 something percent increase up here from 5 years ago. And to think that some reason this is just gonna like go back up and do it all over again, I don't put much credit into that idea. This was a pretty big deal, and it got everybody. It got Mark Cuban involved. He did an AMA, and he's talking about people. He's talking about the Wall Street bet Redditors holding these shares to, fight the hedge funds. And then you got like AOC, and you got Elon Musk. He like had a chat room thing with the CEO of Robinhood and called him Vlad the Stock Impaler and kind of grilled him on why nobody could buy shares in GME. And AOC and all these government officials are talking about fraud and investigating what's going on. And even there's going to be some sort of committee that they're going to put together to investigate this whole thing. And Deep Value might have to go testify in front of some committee in Washington, D.C. to talk about fraud and manipulation and all this stuff to see who's right and who's wrong. So I think this is all over, and I can't imagine these share prices going back up, especially now that, a lot of the Redditors probably lost money, and people watching, they could see that there was a giant dump. And anybody else that puts money in, they'll see that they could easily lose a whole bunch of money buying into one of these short squeeze plays that seems to be popular on Reddit and they're talking about. Now I think it's really cool how Wall Street Bets came together as like a community and a movement to buy into GameStop and push the stock price up so high and battle the hedge funds. But I don't think it's, a noble cause. I think it was just the basic human greed that was getting involved and drove people to do this, that they thought if they work together, they can make a bunch of money. Not that it's a noble cause. That's not why everybody did it. And that's a classic sign of the top, is just, this crazy greed that gets involved. One thing I'm worried about is this committee and possible regulations that can come out from investigating this GameStop spike and things like that. Government regulations always have this idea that they want to protect the average person, and they always have a unintended consequence of making things harder, that where it could be harder for your average person to invest, and there could be some consequences of what you can say on social media, or some sort of stock manipulation, social media regulation, or something like that. Who knows what they could come up with. Moral of the story is GME is not gonna go back up to those $400 or $1,000 or whatever Redditors are saying, and AMC's not gonna follow that, and it's not gonna go spiking. It's over. And all the money's been made or lost already. But none of this is financial advice. You do whatever you want to do. You want to buy calls in AMC or buy shares or whatever you want to do, go ahead. None of this is financial advice. You can do whatever you want with your money. But I'm not going to buy any of that, and I'm going to stay clear of, most of anything that Wall Street Bets is trying to talk about. You can leave a comment down below if you think that Wall Street Bets can do this again with a different stock. If they can do it with AMC, or if they can do it with silver. Give me a like if you watched it to this far. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And then I want you to go have a good day, all right? Justin out.